Indiana looked rather sloppy against Old Dominion, and yet I'm not too concerned. And maybe I should be more concerned. I certainly don't think as highly of Indiana as I did entering the matchup. But remember, it's game one. Like with Ohio State versus Texas, Notre Dame versus Miami, LSU versus Clemson, do not make drastic swings. Now, Alabama and how they looked against Florida State's a totally different conversation. I'm very concerned about Alabama here. But you have to consider that Indiana left a lot of points off the field and still effectively controlled the game. That's my reaction to this, is that this was a similar matchup for Indiana that they had with Maryland last year, where it was closer than Cignetti and the staff wanted it to be, mostly because Indiana made several mistakes. Before we resume this segment, please take a few seconds of your time to make sure you have liked the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for the channel and for any team podcasts and playlists linked in the description, and also comment your thoughts down below in the comment section and join my Discord server via the description. All of those things I just asked you to do are completely free, and they sign you up for things related to my channel, or they don't sign you up for anything. No cost to you, and all the benefit to you because we release daily college football content here on College Football with Sam. If you want to support the channel monetarily, sign up for a YouTube membership, or check any other links in the description for my merchandise store and Patreon page. Thank you very much, and let's get back to the segment. So, Lee Beebe Jr. had a fumble that cost Indiana at least a field goal, maybe a touchdown. Mendoza made a late throw on a 4th and goal that cost the team a touchdown. Radicic missed a long field goal of 53 yards, so his long is probably 52. That's encouraging. And Indiana also had another failed 4th down conversion towards the end of the matchup. That's 17 points left off the board that could have made the score 44-14. You also have to consider that Old Dominion's only 2 scores came from their quarterback Colton Joseph on read options that the defense, for whatever reason, fell for, and they bid on very badly. Those are all very fixable things. Very, very fixable things. Now, the question is, will they be fixed? And that is something that, thankfully, Indiana plays Kennesaw State, and they are able to get a few more weeks before opening up at home against Illinois. At home. I thought that Mendoza was pretty shaky. He went 18 of 31 for 193 yards. No passing scores, but he did have a rushing score, kept it on his own read, I believe, for a touchdown. He had 33 rushing yards, long of 9. Indiana did take a sack, 1 sack, and 4 TFLs. Indiana themselves only had a sack and 3 TFLs. I thought that the O-line, though, was fairly dominant compared to last season. I think that they have a new edge to them that they didn't. My evidence for that is they ran for 300 yards, and I don't think last year's team was really capable of doing that. Like, Kalen Black had over 5, Lee Beebe Jr. had over 6, Roman Hemby had 4.8, Mendoza had 5.5. I know it's Old Dominion, but Old Dominion is better than most of the teams Indiana played last year in the non-con. They are. They're better. I mean, again, Old Dominion's tough. They played South Carolina very close last year, and we all saw what South Carolina was. So I think that they are one of probably the better coached G5 schools, if I'm being honest here. Seeing that O-line run the way they did, get penetration the way they did, I think it's a better unit than last year's. And again, they left points off the board. They were 0 of 2 on 4th down, had key turnovers. Now, you can also argue that punt return by Jonathan Brady could have went differently, because punt returns for touchdowns are often very uncommon. There's a bit of luck there. Talk about quite the return from him, though. They added him in the spring portal window from Cal. Has obviously a connection to Fernando Mendoza. He had a good game. That punt return, and then he also had 2 receptions for 8 yards. He's not one of their better receivers. I think that Cooper Jr., E.J. Williams, and Surratt are their best receivers there. But overall, he had a good game. Good to see him get on the field. And Hemby had a great game. The defense, they had some things to clean up, but they held Old Dominion to 14 points. And really, those 2 rushing scores, 75-yard run, 78-yard run, that is 153 rushing yards they gave up on 2 plays. Outside of that, they really held Old Dominion to 2.5 yards per carry. So I think that Indiana is still a pretty good team. Yes, they had an off game. Yes, they have some things to clean up. That's for sure. But they were in control. After the first touchdown, they went on a 27-0 run, and it could have been worse than that. And once again, Old Dominion played South Carolina competitively. They did. And I made the mistake of thinking after that, ooh, yeah, South Carolina's not anything. Nope. Indeed, South Carolina was a 9-3 SEC team that played Alabama competitively and nearly beat LSU last year, nearly went to the college football playoff. So I still believe that Indiana is going to be a quality team this year and a college football playoff contender. Not that they don't have concerns. Remember, this team does not have many, if any, or much blue chip talent, and they are Indiana. And I think Indiana fans understand what I'm talking about there. But I still think this is a 9-10 win team, and I would not sell your stock on Indiana after this game. Let's see how they look against Kennesaw State, see if the same mistakes are repeated, because then we'll know if there's a trend or if this was maybe an off, inconsistent game. And I think it's the latter. I still have a lot of faith and a lot of belief and confidence in this Indiana team. I think they're very good. Thank you for watching College Football with Sam. Make sure that you've liked the video, subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell for the channel and team playlists and podcasts in the description, joined the free Discord server where we talk college football 24/7, and have commented your thoughts down below. Check out the description for any ways you can support the channel monetarily. Everything else I've asked you to do is completely free, and your support means the world to me. We're trying to become the next big thing on college football YouTube. 6-figure subscribers, maybe 1 million one day. I think we can do that. And also check out any videos or playlists, anything in these columns right here, where there will be videos and playlists. Yeah, you get the point. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one.